everyone and welcome back. Today we will be performing lab 6.1, which is monitoring and alerting with AWS CloudTrail and CloudWatch. So in this lab we will be configuring logging and monitoring in an AWS account. We will understand how to create an AWS CloudTrail, which will be an audit log of API calls made in the account. We will also then create an Amazon simple notification service topic. By subscribing your email to the topic, we will be alerted when particular events occur. And then next we will define an Amazon event bridge rule. The rule will notice any time that someone modifies a security group and will send you an email alert about the incident. And last, we will create an Amazon CloudWatch alarm to notice whenever multiple failed login attempts occur for the AWS management console. So after completing this lab, we will be able to do the following, which is analyze event details in the CloudTrail event history, create a CloudTrail with a CloudWatch logging enabled, create an simple notification service topic and an email subscription to it, configure an event bridge rule to monitor changes to the resources in an AWS account, create CloudWatch metrics filters and CloudWatch alarms. And lastly we will query CloudTrail logs by using CloudWatch Logs insights. So this lab will require approximately 75 minutes to complete. We will try our best to complete it within the 60 minutes timestamp radius or before that as soon as possible. So let's go with the details here. In this lab environment, access to AWS services and service actions might be restricted to the ones that are needed to complete the lab instructions. We might encounter errors if we attempt to access other services or perform actions beyond the ones that are described in this lab. So let us begin the lab. I will click the screen icon here. Wait for it to load. While it loads, let us just go through the details here. Like by the end of task 3, we will have created and configured more resources in the account. The environment will look like the following architecture diagram here. And by the end of task 5, we will have created the architecture shown, which is in the file following diagram here. Okay, so I am in my AWS console here. Okay, so let us now go with the task 1 details directly here. So first of all, we will analyze the information available in the CloudTrail event history in the console. Like we will go with CloudTrail. Okay, let me open it in a new tab. Wait for it to load. So the region is US East 1, which was recently had issues with DynamoDB. So I'm getting access denied here anyways. In the navigation we will go with event history. Okay, so here are the events which are loaded here. From the read only drop down event history and event source. In the search box event source, start typing cloudformation.amazon.aws.com. Okay, let me just copy this and paste it here. Okay, I have to select event source here, my mistake. Event source, and let us type it again. Okay, so here I have the details of CloudFormation Amazon stacks here, which are available in these instances. Okay, so it's fine. The events are filtered. Choose the most recent create stack event. Okay, so let me just select this create stack event. So here are the details of it, like the timestamps and access keys here given. It will be different for it with source IP addresses and the JSON file, which is our primary focus here for our this lab here details. Let me just check here, just give it a quick look. Okay, event time, we'll have to analyze the event time. The create stack event occurred when you started this lab. The stack created resources in the account. Notice that the record includes details such as the user identity for the person who made the API call, event time, and AWS region. Other essential audit record details are also provided. Okay. So here we have the create stacks session IDs here. Okay. Here let's see the create stack here. Event name create stack with the IP addresses here, details mentioned here. And along with search, let us verify. Second of all, event time. Okay. Let us just go through it quickly. Here is the event time here zone mentioned here with details of it, event sources, and the AWS region, which was I think US East one. Yes, US East one, which was recently just had issues with the DynamoDB accesses here recently, which due to which I was unable to perform this lab task in the previous week timestamp. Okay. So now in the next we will be choosing create a create a cloud trial with CloudWatch logs enabled in the navigation tab. We will first of all choose trials. Okay. In navigation pane. Okay. So here we have the trials here. Strange. Okay. Then choose create trial. Okay. On the choose trial attributes page, configure the following. Enter the name my lab cloud trail. Okay. Storage location, choose a create a new S3 bucket and accept the default bucket name, which includes AWS CloudTrail logs. Okay. Trail bucket is here, and AWS CloudTrail logs ID here is mentioned as well. Okay, let me just log file SSE. Do we have to disable it or not? Log file, clear the checkbox to disable the option for log file. Okay. It has been unchecked. Log file validation is enabled, and so CloudWatch logs select enabled. So here in the CloudWatch logs I have selected enable with their AWS CloudTrail details here. Okay. So in the next we will choose existing and choose lab cloud trial role. Okay. Here I have selected this, and keep the default trial attributes and choose next. Okay. So choose next. So now we will be checking for on the choose log events page, configure event type, keep management system selected, and don't select data events or insight events. Okay. management events here is selected. Okay, in the API activity, keep read and write selected. Okay. Read and write are already selected here, so it's fine, looks fine to me. And then in the next one, let us just check. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. Important, this is where you will complete the process to create a trial. However, the user that you are logged in as does not have the necessary permissions to create a CloudTrail with CloudWatch logs enabled. This is because of the security restrictions placed on the AWS accounts that are used. Instead, choose cancel. Okay. Let me just first of all check. Cancelled, I have clicked here. So I think here it is the details logging. Analyze the existing CloudTrail. Notice that the trial named lab CloudTrail already exists. It is configured with the same settings that you choose. This except for minor differences such as Amazon simple notice, storage notifications, bucket name and log group. This CloudTrail trial with CloudWatch logging enabled is an essential component of the monitoring and alerting solutions that you will build in the rest of the list lab. Congratulations, in this task you learned how to access. Okay, so here I think our task 1 is done with this CloudTrail already existing here with the name of I think lab CloudTrail. Let us just first open it in a new tab. Let me check it here. Okay, it works here. Tags of Cloud Labs here as well. Okay, so now let us go on to task 2, which is our focus on creating an SNS topic and subscribing it. So in the services we will search for and choose simple notification service. Okay, let me just type it. Let me just open it in a new tab. Okay, here the details have been analyzed. We can close it for now, it's fine. So in the topics, we will go in the topics here category in the menu here, and then topics, and then we will choose create topic and configure the following type. Choose standard. Okay, topics. Yeah. And then next is we will create a topic. We will choose standard, not first in first out. And then let me type here my simple notification topic here. Let me just close this for now. I don't think I need it as of right now. We can simply just research it back here. And then expand the access policy section. Okay. Specify who can publish this message. Choose everyone. Do I have to select advance here? No. Specify who can publish the message. Choose everyone. Specify who can subscribe to So for who can publish this, okay, publisher here and everyone, and then next specify who can subscribe to this topic. Subscribers, any AWS account can subscribe. Okay, anyone can subscribe to these topics here, and then we will choose create topic. Okay, so here the JSON already is being developed here for it. Okay, let me just recheck it here. So I think it looks fine. So create topic. Okay, so here our topic has been created with my SNS topic with the ID here of and the topic owner ID here as well, which is the account ID here. So now in the next step task that we will create an email subscription to the SNS topic, choose create subscription and configure the following. Okay, so I am already here in the subscription tab where I will create a subscription. So for this protocol topic ARN, notice that Amazon resource number of the topic that you just created is already filled in. So protocol, choose email. Okay, so here it is already filled in here with the topic SNS topic here. Next step is we will choose for protocol, we will choose email. I have selected here email and enter email address where you can receive emails during this lab. Okay, so for this email we can use our organization's email here or our personal email domain here. For here I will be using my personal email detail here. So first of all let me just open my Gmail account here in this new browser. So let me just copy this email of mine and paste it here. Okay, and scroll to the bottom and then choose create subscription. Okay, so let me just create subscription topic here. Let's just wait for it. Okay, so protocol has been uploaded and I think I will be receiving a pending confirmation of it. Let me check my email here. Okay, here I have received the AWS notification subscription confirmation here. New email just as of right now. Let me just click on it. Confirm subscription. Okay, here subscription has been confirmed for a simple notification service here. And let me just simply refresh this icon here, like first to check whether it has been confirmed here or not. Okay, so here the status showed is that it has been confirmed here. Okay, we will keep this tab open just for keeping the lab tasks here confirmed and working well, but we can close it. So I think it won't be a problem here for it as of now. So subscription has been here confirmed here for it. So in the next task we will be creating web page open and displays. In this task we have okay, so now here our task 2 is complete. So now we will be creating an event bridge rule to monitor security groups. Like we will create a rule to monitor changes to EC2 security groups. Okay, and in the console we will be Amazon event bridge here and okay, so here our rule has been created. Anyways, let us just return back and type here Amazon event bridge. Okay, let me open it in a new tab. Wait for it to load. the layout here is event bridge rule, like which one I have to create. The console, okay, so create rule, event bridge rule matches incoming in events and outcoming events here. Event bridge here, types event bridge schedule or event bridge. I think event bridge rule we have to create a rule here. Okay, so let me just click on the create rule. Okay, define role detail like monitor security groups. Let me just copy this from here. So do we have to add event bus should be set to default. Okay, it has been set to default here. Rule type, rule with an event pattern. Rule with an event pattern has already been here selected in the radio box button or icon here. So now we will choose next. So in the build event pattern screen, enter the following: event source AWS events or event bridge partner events. AWS events or event bridge partners events has already been selected here. Leave the sample event optional settings. Okay, let's leave it here. And then in the next, under event pattern, choose custom patterns JSON editor. Okay, custom pattern JSON editor has been selected here. And copy and paste the following into the enter event JSON field. Here our JSON has been loaded here. So all it has been already selected here. Prefix matching. I'm not sure about this. So anyways, let us just copy this instance of the code here. Let me just, you can type it if you want, but it's fine. Anyways, we have to just create a rule here for it, I think so. Here the JSON of this code has been inserted here. Okay, and then choose next. Anyways, event pattern form here has been selected here. We can use any of these here for it. So let us just click next. So now important to record the events with a detailed type value of the AWS API call via a CloudTrail. A CloudTrail with logging enabled is required. The trail that was created for you fulfills this necessary condition. In the selected target section, so I am in the selected target sections. So configure the following for target 1. Target types AWS service. Target types AWS service here. Okay, and then select a target, choose my SNS topics. Okay, select a target, my SNS topics. Selected target AWS service has been selected. Okay, select a target, choose SNS topic. Oh, my bad. SNS topics. Okay, choose SNS topics and choose my SNS topic. Target location, target in this account, target in another AWS account. Target Okay, anyways, let us just go with it. My SNS topic, uncheck use execution role. So here it has been unchecked. Then expand the additional settings. Okay, additional settings has been expanded here. For configure target input, choose input. For configure target input, choose input transformer. Configure target input transformer, and then choose configure input transformer. So here we select, scroll down to the target input transformer in the input path. So here it is our input path here, input, and let us just copy and paste the following code here. Okay, so here we have done this. Okay, in the template field, second box, copy and paste the following. Okay, so here I will paste this here. And let us just check it. So do we have to generate output? No, I don't think so. We have to generate any outputs here. Let us confirm it here. Okay, so in the analysis section it is saying that the input path you are setting defines four variables: names, source time, and value. For each variable, a value is set by referencing data contained in the JSON structure of CloudTrail events that match the event pattern that you also defined. The input template that you are setting defined the information that will be passed to the target, which in this case is an SNS topic. Notice that the template includes the names of the four variables defined as the input path. Okay, confirm, then choose next. Okay, so we have confirmed it and we will choose next. So in the configure tag screen, choose confirm, then in the configure tag screen choose next. Okay, at the review create screen, scroll to the bottom and choose create rule. Okay, okay, so here our event pattern has been set up here, and for target we have the input transformer and my SNS topic here. Let us just recheck it. Okay, the subscription has been already here, so okay, it's fine. Let us just close it. And let us just go on with it and create a rule here. Okay, grading task 3, verify an event bridge to test. Grading task 3, verify an event bridge rule named monitor rule was created. Okay, so let us just create the rule here. So our rule has been created. To test the event bridge rule, modify a security group that is associated with an EC2 instance. Okay, so now we will have to go to the EC2 instance. EC2, So let us wait for it to load. Instances. So select this instance here. Here we have the address, public IPv4 address along with the private IPv4 address here. Okay, within here. So now we have to go under security. In the lower pane, choose the security tab. Select the checkbox of lab instance. We already have done that. This instance was created for you when you started the lab. Okay, in the lower pane, choose the security tab. Okay, here I have selected the security tab here. Okay, here we have the inbound rules and the outbound rules here attached to it, attached to our instance here. Let me check whether I have the security groups here or not. Okay, security has been selected here. Oh, here it is. Lab security group. Security group name that contains lab security group. Yeah, here it is. Here the version here is already here in inbound rule set. Edit inbound rules. Okay. So and then on the inbound rules choose edit and then choose add rule. Okay. So here we will be adding choose SSH. And next choose anywhere iSource will be anywhere IPv4. Here I have selected this. And we will have to save the rules. Okay. So let us just save rules. Okay, here so our inbound rule has been added here for SSH port range of 22 and along with ID attached to it. So what is our next task? Check the CloudTrail event history. Navigate to the CloudTrail console. In the navigation choose event history. Okay, so you now have to check CloudTrail. Let me open it in a new tab. Okay, so authorized security groups. So I should be getting an authorized security groups here, I think. Authorized security groups here in the following screenshot. Oh, here it is. So let me just open it in a new tab. Note if an authorized security group ingress event has not appeared, you might need to wait for a few minutes. Okay, choose the link in the event. Make sure the from port and to port show 22 and not 80. Let us check whether port 80 shows or it is 22. Let me just source IP address here is mentioned. Choose the authorized in group ingress link in the event and make sure the from port and to port show 22 and not 80. I think it is showing me 80 here. Let us just refresh it again to recheck. Okay, so I think it has I didn't instance I didn't do the refresh. You can refresh it multiple times to check whether once the rule has been created to just recheck and verify it should be from port 22 and not port 80. Here it is. Now it has been showing that it is now in port 22. Previously it showed me that it is from port 80 and port 80. So no need to worry because you can you will have to refresh it 2 to 3 times to check to check whether it from port 22 or port shows or not, because previously I selected the authorized security group ingress, so it showed me port 80, but now it is showing me that it is from port 22. So for the solution here, it is that you may have to refresh it multiple times once you have created the previous configured the I meant to say is once you have configured the previous steps, you will just have to refresh the CloudTrail here multiple times to check whether to check like it shows port 22 here. If it shows port 80, then this lab task will unfortunately not work for the test case of AWS which are built in. So it's okay. So here port 22 shows here. So it's fine. Let me just close it for now. Yes, port 22. Overall, every ports now have been modified from port 80 to port 22. So let us now move on. Choose authorize. Okay, this has been done. Check the inbox of the email address that you subscribed. You should have received a message from AWS notification indicating that an authorized security API call was made. Let me check the email here. Okay, so I have received an authorization email like the authorized security group ingress API call was made against the ID here with the following details, like these were the details of it. No, we don't want any notifications to stop because we have to carry forward with our lab. Okay, so I have received 2 notifications here. Okay, recall that because we are subscribed to our email address to the SNS topic, which is why we received email. In this task, we successfully created an event bridge rule to monitor changes to the Amazon EC2 security groups in the region. We also tested that modifying a security group invokes the rule, which then publishes a message to the SNS topic. Finally, we verified that we received an email with details about the event because we previously subscribed to our email topic. So now moving on to the task 4, which is creating a CloudWatch alarm based on a matrix filter. So far in this lab, we have used CloudTrail and Event Bridge to alert us whenever someone modifies the inbound rules for a security group in one of the regions in our account. In this task, we will use a different service, CloudWatch, to notify us when a user fails to log into the AWS Management Console a specific number of times. So now we will create a CloudWatch metric filter. So now we will have to go back to the CloudWatch. We can just for now close these tabs because our subscription has been made our previous task. So anyways, We will now go back to the CloudWatch. Let me just open it in a new tab. Navigation, expand logs, and then choose log groups. Let us just wait for it to load. Here I have selected logs. And then choose log groups. Select the checkbox for the log trail group. CloudTrail log group, sorry, CloudTrail log group. Actions. And then we have to create metric filter. Okay. Then configure filter pattern, copy and paste. Okay, for the filter pattern, it is in the filter pattern. We may have to copy this. Okay, let me just here I have pasted it and then choose next. So I think here the type of log data with filters has been shown here. I'm not sure what this is. So finish writing crawler has finished running, is in ready state. Okay, we will now choose next. And then filter name, enter console login errors. Filter name, enter console login errors. Filter name, console login errors here. And then in the metric namespace, CloudTrail metrics. Metric namespace, CloudTrail metrics. And then metric name, console login failure count. Enter metric value 1 and then choose next. Okay, next. So let's create metric filter here. So our metric filter console login errors has been created. So now create a CloudWatch alarm based on the metric filter. On the metrics filters tab, select the checkbox. Okay, here it is, metrics filter tab. Here we have the console login errors here. So that I have selected here. The checkbox here displays in the right hand section, so no need to get confused here. And then we will have to choose create alarm. So here create alarm, a new browser opens. Okay, on the specify metric and conditions page, in the conditions section, configuring the alarm details. Let us just wait for it to load. Okay, so whenever console login failure count is choose greater than or equal to 3, then enter 3 greater than. Okay, greater slash equal. Okay, I have selected here greater slash equal to here. In the manual here it said greater slash equal, then here enter 3. Observe the settings. This alarm will be invoked whenever the sum of the console login failure count metric that you defined is greater than or equal to 3 within any 5-minute period. So we will choose next. On the configure actions page, configure the following. Select an SNS topic. Configure actions. Send a notification to SNS topic. Select an SNS topic, like choose select an existing topic. Choose select an existing SNS topic here. Select an yes. Send a notification to choose my SNS topic. Okay, here it is, my SNS topic. You can simply type here and just simply search it from here. It will automatically show up. And okay, so email endpoints has been already mentioned here. And then choose next. So on the add name and description page, configure the following. Name and description. Alarm name failed logins. Alarm name should be failed logins. Okay, and then choose next. So here the preview of our item, our option will be shown here, failed logins and everything. And now we will create an alarm here. Here we have created it. So test the CloudWatch alarms by attempting to log into the console with incorrect credentials at least 3 times. In the search box services to the right, we will be choosing IAM to open the IAM console. Okay, here I have selected IAM. Okay, in the navigation panel, choose users. So here we have the details of it. Choose the link for the test username. Okay, and choose the link for the test username. And okay, I am getting access denied here. Then choose the security credentials tab and then copy the console sign in link. Okay, so security credentials console, let me just, it has been copied. Let me just simply store it here in a new tab just in case. Okay, and what's next? Okay, new tab, and the sign in console name. page and enter credentials including an incorrect password and attempt to sign in. Repeat this at least 3 times. Okay, what just happened? Oh dear. So I have to like enter test and password is test, sign in. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So I have entered it here 4 times. Note that each time you attempt to log in, you will see a message indicating that your authentication information is incorrect. This is expected. Reestablish your access to the AWS account. So now close all browsers tabs where you have the AWS management console open. Okay, so now let me just close all of these tabs. Your attempts to log in as cleared to the previous authentication information. Okay, so let us just open it again. So our reestablish has been connected here successfully. Graph the metric that you created. Navigate to the CloudWatch console. In the navigation, expand metrics and then choose all metrics. Okay. Let us go from CloudWatch from here. And let us wait for it to load. Okay, in the metrics section, expand the metrics here. Okay, and then choose all metrics. Okay, under in the metrics section, under custom namespaces, choose CloudTrail metrics. I'm in the metrics section, but I'm not getting cloud metrics. CloudTrail metrics. Why am I not getting these metrics? Search CloudTrail. So here I have selected CloudTrail metrics. Via searching it, metrics with no dimensions. Choose metrics with no dimensions. So here I have selected choose console login failure has been selected here. Small blue dot appears that show metrics with no dimensions selected. Console. Okay, so here it is, the blue dot here shows that like console login failure, blue dot shows here. The graph area at the top of the page, a small blue dot appears, shows the dot indicates that login failure was detected. Let me just refresh it, because I have already selected those instances, so I think it should work fine for now. We can expand it here, like yes, here it is. Here the blue dot shows here, at this timestamp here. So here are successfully we have done this here. So now check the alarm status in the details in the CloudWatch console. Okay, so let us go back to the CloudWatch console. Let me just wait a minute. We don't be needing this user as of right now. If they would like expand the alarm section, alarms here, and choose all alarms, and here I have selected all alarms here. So here you are getting an in alarm. The state of the failed login in the navigation, the state for the failed logins alarm should be in alarm. Okay, here it is, the state is in alarm. Okay, note if the alarm doesn't show up. Okay, if it doesn't show up, we can refresh it multiple times here, like no need to worry about it. Like the state here it is already showing is a in alarm. Okay, check the inbox of the email address that you subscribe to. You should have received a message about multiple failed login attempts with content that is similar. Let me check the email. Yes, here I have received multiple emails. Like yes, I have received the emails here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have received here like you are receiving this email because your Amazon CloudWatch alarm failed logins in the US East North Virginia region has entered the alarm state because threshold crossed one out of the last one data points was greater than or equal to the threshold 3.0 minimum one data point for okay alarm transition at Friday. Like anyways, these are all the alarm stage details here for it. So let us just go back to the lab tasks. So here our lab task is complete. Like let us wait before we go. Let us check the alarm details. A failed login, insufficient data, state change, insufficient underscore data alarm, state change, okay alarm. It is a screenshot. So anyways, it is 2022. So here we are in 2025 times time. I think a lot has changed. So no need to worry about it. It shouldn't be required for those test cases to be fulfilled upon. So for our final task, which is querying CloudTrail logs by using CloudWatch Insights. Okay, so in the CloudWatch console, in the navigation pane, choose Log Insights. Okay, let us go back to the CloudWatch. Refresh it. Wait for it to load. Logs Insight. Okay, Logs Insight. From the selection criteria drop down menu under the Logs Insight section, select CloudTrail log. Selection criteria. Okay, here is the selection criteria. Okay, under the Logs Insight. Section, select CloudTrail group. So here I have selected CloudTrail group here. Okay, and delete the existing content from the query field and then copy paste the following. Okay, so let me just copy this and paste it here, and like logs run query. So it is fetching data. Choose run query. The output should look like this. Okay, So here it is. The output here looks like this: 3 matches along with some few other matches here. 3 matches for the attempts which were equivalent to 3, and one more for above 4. Okay. So like we have successfully so congratulations, in this task we successfully queried CloudTrail logs by using CloudWatch Logs insights. Okay. To record your project progress, choose submit at the top of these instructions. Okay. So let me just submit it here because all of our tasks have been done. Let me just submit it. Yes. Let's wait for it. Let's just it is now grading the test cases. Okay, all tasks have been done successfully. I got full marks in this. Let us check the submission report. Although all tasks were done successfully. So task 2, SNS topic and subscription created success. An SNS topic was found and a subscription to the topic was found. Task 2 done was success. Task 3, event bridge rule created success. The event bridge rule was created. Okay. In the task 3b, security group updated success, and event in the CloudTrail event history or trail indicates that an SSH inbound rule was added to the security group. Okay. Task 4, CloudWatch alarm created success. A properly configured CloudWatch alarm was found. And task 4b, alarm state achieved success, and a record was found to indicate that the CloudWatch alarm achieved alarm status. So it were all done successfully here. All tasks were done successfully. So here our lab has been now completed. Let me just end lab. Yes, so successfully all tasks were done with full. I have attained full marks in this. So next we will be attempting the module 6 knowledge check, and make sure you like and subscribe this channel and subscribe this video and share with your peers as well. Till then, I hope to see you next time. Wish you all the best and happy learning. Goodbye.